In over 30 years as an aquarist, I have had many species of fish in my aquariums and fed them everything a fish can eat. The right fish food can increase the lifespan of a fish, can even make fish breed, and determine the health of the entire aquarium. Don't kill your fish with food, and don't destroy your aquarium. Here's why I say this. If you have an aquarium with fish and you need to buy food for them, you go to the store or order fish food online. The main criterion is usually the price, or you look at the picture on the food bag packaging. If the picture shows the fish you have in the aquarium, you will most likely buy that bag of food. The same goes for if it says on the bag that the food is good for the fish you have in the aquarium. If you have done this and are feeding the fish in your aquarium with this food, you have already killed your fish. And the reason is this. I like to eat pizza. I only eat pizza. Do you think I'm healthy? Do you think I'll live long? I think I need a more varied diet. It's the same with fish. Fish need a varied diet, not just one type of food. In their natural environment, fish eat a wide range of food, which varies depending on the season, and it's all natural. But if you feed your fish the same food every day, it will most likely have a miserable and short life. But a diversified diet is not enough. Herbivorous fish, such as algae eaters, may need more frequent feedings of plant-based foods throughout the day. Carnivorous fish, like bettas and cichlids, may benefit from fewer, more substantial meals. Did you know that temperature also affects feeding frequency? In warmer water, fish have faster metabolisms and require more frequent feeding, whereas in colder water, their metabolism slows down and they may not need to be fed at all when the water temperature drops below about 10 degrees Celsius, as is the case with a pond. How often is it good to feed fish in an aquarium? An important rule about feeding fish is that overfeeding is harmful, underfeeding is healthy. If you feed your fish often, their metabolism will speed up and they will die faster. In this aquarium, the fish are fed only 3 times a week, and in over 600 days, no fish has died. Fish farmers apply the same rule. That is, they feed their fish with 75% of the recommended amount. And it is the same with humans. People who eat a lot are prone to more diseases, and their lifespan is also affected. But sometimes it happens that you drop more food into the aquarium than the fish can eat. The rule is that the fish should be fed for only 5 minutes, after which all the excess food should be removed from the aquarium. You can use the general excuse that the excess food will be consumed by the snails or shrimps in the aquarium. But before that, you need to know something. Uneaten food in an aquarium can lead to several issues. It decomposes rapidly, releasing toxic compounds such as ammonia and nitrite, which can imbalance the water parameters and be hazardous to the aquarium's inhabitants. This decomposition process also uses up oxygen, lowering the dissolved oxygen content in the water, which can stress the fish. Additionally, the breakdown of organic material can lower the pH by releasing carbon dioxide, which is converted to carbonic acid in water. Uneaten food can also clog filters, reducing their efficiency and circulation in the aquarium. Furthermore, it can contribute to increased algae growth by raising nitrate and phosphate levels. Lastly, uneaten food can cause infections and ammonia spikes, especially in tanks that are not fully cycled. All the excess food in the aquarium is the reason why your aquarium may be invaded by snails. A large number of invasive snails in the aquarium means that you should reduce the amount of food you feed your fish. To restore balance in the aquarium, water changes can also be performed when too much food has been dropped into the aquarium. But you can also kill your fish by feeding them normally. If you forget to feed your fish for 2-3 days, or you go away for the weekend, and when you come back, you feed your fish and they die, you need to know this. Most aquarium fish can live without being fed for between 3 days and 2 weeks according to answers given by Google. But if the fish live in a dirted tank-type ecosystem, where the substrate is alive, the fish can have live food available all the time. I can't estimate how long fish can live in such an ecosystem because there are different types of dirted tanks. But they have a better chance of survival in such an ecosystem if they are not fed for a longer period of time. The following is important. This also applies if you have probably been on vacation and your fish have not been fed for several days. In the first few days when you feed your fish, they should be fed a smaller amount of food than usual. Every day, the amount of food will increase slightly until it reaches the normal amount of food that your fish were used to. But unfortunately, many people do exactly the opposite, and this will lead to the certain death of the fish. Generally, after the fish in the aquarium have not been fed for several days, they are given more food because it is believed that they are very hungry. A large amount of food after the fish have eaten after several days in which they have not eaten anything will be a bad thing for your fish. I repeat, in this situation the fish must be fed, but with a smaller amount of food, so that the fish get used to the food again. A good source of food for your fish is live food. These live foods can be purchased from aquarium stores, online retailers, or grown at home. You need to be careful with these foods so they don't become infested. This happened to me recently with a live food I bought for my fish from the best pet store in my area. And if I bought it like this, I'm sure others have too. Luckily for me, I didn't feed the fish straight from the bag I bought it in, but put it in another bowl first. I've noticed other live animals that probably aren't good for the fish and shrimp in my tank. So you need to be careful that the live food for your fish isn't actually a predator to your fish. Fish food is very important. Wrong feeding habits of the fish in your aquarium can lead to the death of the fish and can discourage you from having a beautiful and healthy aquarium. Maybe even make you give up your aquarium. Don't ignore your fish food.